Isabella and the Beast's Curse. Once upon a time, in a quaint village deep within a dense forest, there lived a spirited young woman named Isabella. She was known for her radiant beauty. Isabella's golden hair cascaded down her back like a river of sunlight, and her eyes were as blue as the clearest summer skies. Her heart, though, was as pure and kind as her exterior was beautiful. Isabella's life was filled with love and laughter, but her adventurous spirit longed for something more. She often wandered into the heart of the forest, her feet crunching on fallen leaves and twigs, her heart racing with each step. She yearned for the thrill of adventure and the mysteries of the unknown. Unbeknownst to Isabella, deep within the very heart of the forest, an enchanting castle lay hidden. Its grandeur had long faded, obscured by a dark curse that shrouded it in sorrow and solitude. Within the castle's walls, a man named Adrian was trapped by a curse, a beastly figure hidden from the world's gaze. Adrian had once been a prince, proud and handsome, with an enchanting smile and a heart filled with kindness. However, his arrogance had led him to disrespect an enchantress who had sought shelter in his castle. In response to his cruelty, she placed a curse on him, turning him into a fearsome beast. The enchantress had decreed that only true love could break the curse, but the prince had to find it before a magical rose, the symbol of his humanity, withered away completely. The castle's enchanting gardens were adorned with roses, and the most precious of them all was the enchanted rose, its petals glowing a brilliant shade of crimson. For years, Adrian had watched as its petals slowly fell, one by one, his hopes of breaking the curse diminishing with each passing day. One morning, as Isabella ventured deeper into the forest, her curiosity led her to the castle's overgrown entrance. She pushed aside the tangled vines and timidly stepped inside, unaware of the enchanted world she was about to discover. As she explored the castle, the grandeur of the forgotten place filled her with awe. She wandered through the opulent ballroom, her fingers trailing along the intricate carvings and faded paintings. The atmosphere was heavy with melancholy, and the dust of centuries clung to her boots. In the castle's forgotten library, Isabella found an old, leather-bound book that seemed to call out to her. It was a tale of love, loss, and the enduring hope for redemption. Isabella was drawn into the story, feeling as though she were living the very words on the pages. Unbeknownst to her, Adrian watched from the shadows, his heart a mixture of despair and longing. He marveled at the stranger who had dared to enter his cursed world, drawn in by the enchanting beauty he could barely remember. His gruff exterior and fierce demeanor had kept him hidden from humanity for so long, but now he yearned to make a connection. Isabella's exploration eventually led her to the enchanted rose. She gasped in awe at its radiance and reached out to touch it, her fingertips brushing the velvety petals. As she did, the rose's faint glow intensified for a moment, and a wisp of magic brushed against her hand. Adrian, hidden in the shadows, watched with bated breath. He had never seen the rose react to anyone but him. Could this be the one who could break the curse? His heart raced with hope, but he dared not reveal himself just yet. The evening sun cast a warm, golden glow through the castle's windows as Isabella continued to explore. She eventually made her way to the castle's kitchen, where she discovered a feast set for one, covered in silver cloths. The thought that someone was still living within the castle sent shivers down her spine. With a deep breath, Isabella called out, "Is anyone here?" Silence filled the air, and for a moment, she thought she had imagined it. But then, a deep, rumbling voice responded from the shadows, "Who dares enter my castle?" Startled, Isabella turned toward the voice, her eyes widening as she saw the hulking figure of a beast emerging from the darkness. The shock of his appearance made her heart race, but something in his eyes, a hint of sadness and vulnerability, touched her. I'm Isabella," she stammered, trying to regain her composure. "I didn't mean to intrude. I was just exploring the forest and found my way in." Adrian studied her, his piercing blue eyes filled with a mixture of curiosity and caution. "You should not be here," he growled. "This is a cursed place." Isabella, however, wasn't easily deterred. Her heart ached for the pain she saw in his eyes. "I saw the rose, the enchanted one," she said, her voice trembling. "It's so beautiful. But it's wilting. Is there any way to save it?" Adrian hesitated, torn between the longing to trust and the fear of rejection. "The rose is tied to my curse," he explained. "Only true love can break it. But I fear it is too late." Isabella's heart ached for the beast before her. She knew that her adventure had taken an unexpected turn, and her own heart was drawn to the mystery of the castle and the man hidden within. "True love?" she asked, her voice soft. "What if I stay and try to break the curse?" Adrian's eyes widened in disbelief. Could this young woman who had stumbled into his cursed world be the one to break the spell? He had guarded his heart for so long, fearing that he was destined to remain a beast forever, but now a glimmer of hope began to awaken within him. "Isabella," he said, his voice less gruff, "you are kind and brave to offer such a thing. But you must know that I am not what I once was. I am a beast, cursed for my past deeds." Isabella took a step closer, her gaze unwavering. "I see more than the exterior," she said. "I see a man who is hurting, a man who wants to be free. I'm willing to stay and get to know the person behind the curse, if you'll let me." Adrian's heart swelled with a mixture of hope and fear. He had longed for someone to see past his monstrous appearance, to see the prince he once was, and now, Isabella was offering him that chance. "Very well," he said, his voice softening. "You may stay. But know that the curse is not easily broken. It will take time." As days turned into weeks, Isabella and Adrian began to form a deep connection. She learned about his past, his arrogance and the events that had led to his curse. He, in turn, discovered the vibrant and adventurous spirit that dwelled within her. Their time together was filled with laughter, shared meals, and long conversations that stretched late into the night. Isabella saw the beauty in the castle, even as it lay hidden beneath layers of dust and cobwebs. She found the enchantment in the forgotten ballroom, dancing with the beast under the pale moonlight that filtered through the grand windows. She read to him from the old library, sharing stories of adventure and love that seemed to come to life in the flickering candlelight. The enchanted rose, though, remained a constant reminder of the curse's looming deadline. Every day, its petals wilted a little more, and Isabella's heart ached with the knowledge that time was running out. One evening, as they sat in front of a roaring fire, Isabella broached the topic. "Adrian," she began, "we must find a way to break the curse before it's too late." Adrian looked down, his gaze fixed on the flames. "I want to break the curse more than anything," he admitted, his voice filled with a mix of desperation and longing. "But I don't know how. I've searched for answers for years." Isabella leaned closer, her hand reaching out to touch his. "We have something that you didn't have before," she said. "We have each other. True love can break the curse, and I'm willing to try, no matter the odds." Tears welled up in Adrian's eyes, and he looked deep into Isabella's soul. "You truly believe in us, don't you?" Isabella nodded, her own eyes filled with unwavering determination. "I do. I believe in the power of love, and I believe in you." With newfound hope and a renewed sense of purpose, Isabella and Adrian embarked on a quest to break the curse. They scoured the library for clues, searched the castle's hidden chambers, and sought the guidance of the mystical objects that still retained a hint of their original enchantment. As they delved deeper into their quest, they faced challenges and obstacles, testing the strength of their bond. They encountered magical creatures and overcame trials that seemed insurmountable. Yet, through it all, their love only grew stronger, and their determination never wavered. One day, in a hidden chamber deep within the castle, they discovered a portrait of Adrian in his human form. It had been painted during happier times, capturing his princely appearance and warm smile. Isabella gazed at the portrait in awe, tears in her eyes. "I remember this," Adrian said, his voice filled with longing. "I was young and foolish, but I was happy." Isabella turned to him, her heart aching for the man he had once been. "You can be that man again," she said, her voice filled with conviction. "We just have to find a way." With the help of the castle's magical inhabitants, Isabella and Adrian learned that the only way to break the curse was to find the lost Mirror of Truth, a powerful artifact hidden in a remote and treacherous part of the forest. The mirror was said to reveal one's true self, both the darkness and the light, and only by confronting the truth could the curse be broken. Their journey to find the mirror was filled with peril and uncertainty. They faced enchanted creatures that tested their courage and determination, and they traversed through the deepest, most untamed parts of the forest. As they journeyed together, their love deepened, and the bond between them grew unbreakable. Finally, after many trials and hardships, Isabella and Adrian reached the hidden glade where the Mirror of Truth was said to be located. It was a place of great beauty, with crystal clear waters and a serene, otherworldly atmosphere. The mirror stood in the center of the glade, its surface as smooth as glass. Isabella stepped in front of the mirror, her heart pounding with anticipation. She gazed into it, her own reflection staring back at her. But as the mirror's magic began to work, her image shifted and transformed, revealing her true self, both her strengths and her flaws. Isabella's eyes widened in surprise, and she saw the reflection of her own adventurous spirit, her kindness, and her love for Adrian. Adrian stepped up next, hesitating for a moment before looking into the mirror. His own reflection transformed, revealing not just the beastly exterior, but the kind and noble heart that still beat within him. Tears welled up in his eyes as he saw the reflection of the man he had once been and could be again. As they turned away from the mirror, Isabella and Adrian knew that they had found the key to breaking the curse. True love was not just about seeing the beauty in each other, it was about acknowledging and accepting the imperfections, the darkness, and the past, and still choosing to love. With renewed hope and determination, they returned to the castle, where the enchanted rose stood on the brink of wilting away completely. As the last petal began to fall, Isabella and Adrian stood together, their hearts intertwined. "I love you," Isabella whispered, her voice filled with sincerity. Adrian, his eyes filled with tears, echoed her words. "I love you too." In that moment, as the last petal fell, the curse that had bound Adrian for so long began to unravel. His beastly form shimmered and transformed, and he stood before Isabella as the prince he had once been, his eyes filled with gratitude and love. They embraced, their love breaking the curse completely, and the enchantment that had shrouded the castle faded away. The grand ballroom came to life with light and music, and the enchanted objects that had watched over the castle for so long were released from their spell. Isabella and Adrian's love story became the stuff of legend, celebrated throughout the land. The Beauty and the Beast had found true love, and in doing so, they had broken the curse and found their own happily ever after. As they stood together, hand in hand, in the grand ballroom of the now enchanted castle, Isabella and Adrian knew that their love was a testament to the enduring power of love and the belief that even the darkest of curses could be overcome by the light of true love. They had embarked on an adventure of a lifetime, and in each other, they had found the greatest treasure of all, a love that would last for all eternity. And so, the Beauty and the Beast lived happily ever after, their love story a reminder that even in the darkest of places, true love could always find a way to shine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're a beginner to learning English through watching stories and finding difficulties in understanding, then please continue watching these stories daily. After watching these kinds of story videos daily only up to 3 to 4 days, more than 83% of the audience is able to understand any complicated sentences quickly and easily, which helps in improving the deep knowledge and fluency of English language of that person. And after watching the story videos daily up to 3 to 4 weeks, More than 91% of the audience is able to form and speak any complicated sentences quickly, which helps in improving the speaking fluency, communication skills and overall memory in English language. It also helps in the IQ and personality development of a person. So please keep watching these videos, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Please hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button to learn English through watching these kinds of interesting stories daily. Please click on the screen on any video showing on your screen to watch it next. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video till the end.